Hi, myself Parindam Goswami, Senior MuleSoft Developer cum Architect. Today I'm going to show you how to just deploy one application which contains just a normal basic HTTP endpoint to CloudHub 2. So before doing that, I'm just showing you what I have in my CloudHub. So this is what my anypoint.mulesoft.com. This is my user ID. I just created one simple application, one API specification. Not the specification, I just added one API here in that API manager, and this is my instance ID, and that's it. Now, what I have done, I have created one simple HTTP GET call flow in the Anypoint Studio. So before starting, I am telling you this is my Anypoint Studio, the one that I am using, which contain the Mule runtime, that is 4.9.0. Basically, it is Anypoint 7.2 version, and the Java specification automatically it is taking, that is Java 17. Now, what I am doing, if you go here, you can see I have done three configuration. First of all is that just the basic HTTP listener configuration. If you see here, it's normal HTTP listener. Remember, I have used the port here like that way, HTTP port. Okay, and the port I have supplied here in the configuration properties. The auto discovery that I have created here. So in here, in that auto discovery, that API ID should be exactly matched with the one that's shown in the API manager, and the configuration properties which is pointing the config properties. That's it. Now the second thing which we have done, that is the configuration for the pom.xml. So in that pom.xml, what we have done, first of all, change this group ID, because whenever you create the project, that time the group ID will be different. So now you have to change this group ID which according to your business group. So for doing that, you have to go to API manager, go to just environment. If you see this is your business group ID. I just copy pasted this one, and if you see here, it is exactly matching. Just a minute, maybe it is not taking correctly, but this is the one exactly matching what we have added here. Okay, now the API runtime 4.9 Mule Maven plugin, automatically it will be coming, no change here. Next change you have to do, that is here in the distribution management. In the distribution management, if you see the repository that we have added, that is this URL. This URL is the basically the configuration, the uh, organization ID which basically you are seeing. If you see here, this is the basically the organization ID. You can see, you see exactly it is matching with the organization ID. Okay, now another thing we have added, that is the in the plugin section. So this one you can directly get from the documentation, this link which is provided by the MuleSoft. So I just followed this one. So now if you see the plugin, you see org tools maven, the version is there, then the URI provider is MC, environment is sandbox because I have deployed in sandbox, target is this one because we are deploying in CloudHub US East, Mule runtime version 4.9, username, this is my username of the Anypoint platform. If you see here, this is my username, and the password. So password is the login password which I use to log in my Anypoint platform. So for the sake of privacy, I'm not showing that password. This is my application name, replicas vcore, and the deployment status. I am just mentioning generate default public equal to true. That's it. All the HTTP connector, Mule sockets, Mule, everything will be automatically populated if you use the latest Mule runtime, and the latest Anypoint Studio. That's it, nothing much in the pom.xml. Now what I am doing, I'm just running that project in my local. So for that I just have this is my configuration. I quickly can show the configuration. Nothing much. The JRE, the JDK 117 automatically fetched from the one that is mentioned in the project. This is what mentioned inside the Anypoint Studio. I'm not using any external JRE and all, just simply deploying that one. Let's wait for just 1 minute, it will deploy. After that, our next target is to deploy that in the CloudHub too. Just be patient, wait for just 1 minute. Okay, it's deployed. So what I am doing, I have created a simple SOAP UI. If you see local request, I just click there and you can see this is my response. So it is working correctly in local. I am not used any policy, nothing. Okay, now our next target is to deploy that in the CloudHub. So for doing that, I just use that option deploy to CloudHub, and these are the nothing else. Automatically everything is populated. Now here I have to give the those pass the information. So this information basically I can take it from here. So here what we are giving, the client ID and the client secret of my environment, which is sandbox, and the API ID. So this information I'm just passing and just click on deploy application. So you can see automatically it will be deploying that particular API in the CloudHub. Okay, so that's what I'm just going to do here. Let's wait for just 2 more minutes. Automatically it will be published in there. Now let's go to the Anypoint runtime manager. So in the runtime manager, you could see the application is started deploying. Okay, it will take some time to deploy the application. You can go to the manage application, and from there you can see the log also. Whatever the log is there, you can see the log also. Just wait for some 2 minutes. It will take some time to deploy. So it is saying it is deployed in the CloudHub. So let's wait. So you see the color, is right now showing as red. That means it's still in progress, it is still not deployed. The only thing that you understood that it is deployed, that this color will be changed to green. That time you understood that the application is deployed here. So just wait for some 1 minute. You see, few seconds ago the log started rolling up here. Okay, the on one sign that is particularly it is deployed or not, that will tell you that the it will tell the API ID has been unblocked or not. So that one will show at last. Just wait for some 2 minutes, it will show. You see, the application color has been changed to green. So this is only the indication that application is successfully deployed. Otherwise you cannot say that it is deployed. One more thing that is noticeable here, that you see this one, the API ID is now unblocked. This message has to be appear, otherwise you can say that it is still not registered with your API manager. So that's it. Now going, my application is deployed. I'm going to the settings. Here one interesting thing you noticed, although your application is HTTP, but this URL here showing it as HTTPS. So I just change this one to HTTP. Okay, I just copy this one and I have gone to my API manager quickly. Okay, now in the API manager, if you refresh here, it will show as active. The very first time it won't show as active, only after registered it will show as active. In the edit section, in the consumer endpoint, if you see, I already added this one. You have to add this one. Okay, okay, consumer endpoint. So this is basically your endpoint. Just save it, no need to do anything. Okay, now, so your application right now it is deployed. If you go to your runtime manager, you can see it is showing the green signal, and it is saying the currently application is up and running. So this green signal should be shown. Now what I am doing, the same thing, I just call it from the CloudHub URL. So the URL that I have copied here, I have just put it here. Okay, and the same endpoint, if I just hit it here, you can see. Just a minute. You see, the application is successfully deployed, and you see here the message is coming, the response is coming, the same response which was showing in local, the same it's coming here. I just hit it once more. You can see every time it is giving you the 200 response with that successful message. Here I am not sending any header, anything, automatically, yeah, it is showing. So that is the purpose of this video. I hope you understood. I will share my code in the GitHub and provide you the link. Okay, thank you, happy learning, bye.